The wave of defection in the People's Democratic Party in Delta State has continued to generate reactions from stakeholders. The National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party has now threatened legal action against Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborowere and others who recently defected from the party to the ruling All Progressives Congress after a marathon 6-hour closed-door meeting yesterday at its national secretariat in Abuja. The party's leadership instructed the PDP National Legal Advisor to commence the process of reclaiming what it termed the party's stolen mandate in Delta. The party leadership, while moving to stabilize its structure in the state, appointed Imao Gidi, its South-South Zonal Chairman, to take charge of affairs in Delta and lead reorganization efforts.
Our party is intact. It will continue to lead. We will soon have a convention to usher in new executive. So I want to say here unequivocally that PDP is one, and it will continue to be one indivisible party. And no amount of intimidation or mischief can bring down this party. It has survived all sorts of machination in the past, and this one is just a child play.
Our Delta State correspondent Ikena Mechi joins me live on the program this evening. Can you confirm first, Ikena, if the South-South chairman has resumed in Asaba? What has been his first point of call following the PDP and WC meeting yesterday?
All right, Nifemi, from what the last time I spoke to him, he's actually about to take a flight from Abuja down to Asaba, where he will be resuming as he is the South-South caretaker chairman, and will be taking charge of PDP structure in the state that has been, left by the former PDP chairman and the governor and all the members of PDP, except for few who actually resigned their appointment. But we'll be expecting him and probably knowing what he will say after that long-hour meeting that they had yesterday in Abuja. And he is coming to take over a party that he wants being the South-South caretaker chairman. He was once a substantive chairman of the South-South after Cairo Jigbo left, and he has been in that post for a very long time. He was just made the caretaker chairman after the matter that happened in Cross River State, where a Zonal Congress was held, and George Turner emerged, but the PDP ratified it that they were not part of that meeting. So we'll be expecting him to actually have some statement to make about what the party has said about the defection, taking the governor and all the party members that defected officially on Monday. The defection is actually after a meeting they had last week Wednesday, where they announced that they are going to leave the party for the APC. And today, on Monday, they made it official when the vice president and the APC national leadership came, and some governors, 16 governors, came to receive the governor, the former governor, and of course, all the members that defected. So it's going to be interesting to know what he has to say. I'm talking about the PDP South-South caretaker chairman, who is now in charge of the party in the state. He's from Isoko. Nifemi.
Absolutely. The Delta State governor did say that the entire PDP structure has now collapsed and have turned their attention and loyalty to the APC. But not entirely everyone, because we are hearing stories that a particular senior special assistant to the president, to the governor, I beg your pardon, resigned and said that he wasn't going to APC. How many of them are left, and what are they saying as to why they have chosen to, stay with the PDP?
Nifemi, I cannot confirm how many has left her at the moment because probably when the chairman, the caretaker chairman, the SASAT caretaker chairman comes, definitely others will be making their intention known. But for now, we just have some few aides that actually resigned their appointment and didn't join in the movement to the APC. We have someone that was in the a human rights activist. He is known by the name Work Boss, Victor Oje. He actually threw in the towel and said he's not joining the governor and other PDP members to the APC. So in the coming days, we'll be seeing those who have, there's no known name in PDP in Delta that didn't join the APC. All the chairmen, local government chairmen, the party structure, they all moved to the APC. So it is still in coming days, we'll know how many didn't join. But I'm still hearing that some people are still, before you join a party, definitely you go to your ward and, identify with the ward chairman of the party you are joining. And then that's where you now be identified as a party member.
Absolutely.
So I wouldn't know how many people have done that from the PDP.
All right.
So in the coming days, we'll be knowing those who actually, apart from the fanfare of coming out in the senator on Monday to officially be received by the vice president.
We'll get clarity with time.
We'll be knowing those who have actually resigned
absolutely.
or left the party for the PDP.
Ikena Mechi live for us in Asaba. Thank you for the updates there. The PDP National Working Committee is now threatening to reclaim its stolen mandate through legal means. Let's bring in legal practitioner Fred Nzeako to help us understand what this means. Mr. Nzeako, thanks for joining us on the program. Specifically, which constitutional or electoral provisions is the party relying on to challenge the defections? And do you think there are precedents in this regard, perhaps at the Supreme Court level, supporting their position?
The Constitution of Nigeria does not have any provision with respect to defection of a governor or defection of a chairman of a local government. The Constitution is only explicit on conditions for defection of a parliamentarian, a legislator, either at the state level or at the national level. And that is why you have had a gale of defection in the past and nothing happened. So the PDP claiming that they will go to court to regain their mandate, for me, is hypocritical, because those who are flexing muscles today that they will go to court are the same people who caused the defection, are the same people who caused the problems in the party, which members of the party have now relied upon to defect to the ruling APC. If there are any other underground current or any other behind the table activities or any other under the table activities that may have led to that, we do not know. But what we know that is in the public domain is that the leadership of the PDP has mishandled the fortunes of the party before, during, and after the 2023 general election. And the result is what we are seeing today. A gale of defection by many people up to the level of the governors of the state.
All right.
We hear that this is not the end. Some other state governors and other state structures will still abandon the PDP and move back to the APC.
We'll get to that shortly, Mr. But you stated categorically about the position of the Constitution as regards governors. But there are also federal lawmakers who have defected in this regard. There are members of the House of Assembly. Do you think they can prove beyond reasonable doubt that there was a significant division at the national level that gave room to their defection?
Well, that's what I'm saying. For the legislator, the PDP can ask that action be taken against them. But for the governors and the other members of the executive, there is nothing under the law that they can rely upon to go to court. And the legislators themselves will rely on the seemingly incongruous disunity in the party to say and give reason for their defection. And the one that the APC defected, the one that the PDP member defected to Rivers State has not been settled, even as we speak. And now there is another gear of defection in Delta State. So I do not think the leadership of the party can do much in this regard. Yes, they can go to court, but what can they come out from the court is what is important. They are free to go to court just for the optics and just to look as if they are serious. But we know that they are the causes of the problem, and then they are only being hypocritical by holding their meetings and coming out to say they are going to reclaim their mandate. Which mandate are they going to reclaim when they have decimated the fortunes of the party? Now, those who have defected will now be looking for opportunity to clutch to their positions of defection. And I do not see how and where they will lose their seat, because the law provides for the legislature that the Speaker of the Assembly will declare the seat vacant as a first step towards the loss of such seat. And I can tell you that the legislature is such that the Speaker will not declare the seat vacant. If the Speaker himself defected, that means there is a complete paradigm shift of the structure of the party in Delta State, completely from PDP to the APC. And then any effort to pull down the men and women who have defected will not succeed. This we are certain that they will not succeed.
You earlier talked about the insinuation that more governors will follow and decamp to the APC. The former Kaduna State Governor, Nasir El-Rufai, is playing down the political value that these governors bring to the APC ahead of 2027. With the privilege of hindsight, how much power do you think all of this defection is given to the ruling party vis-a-vis what we've seen play out in recent elections?
The former Kaduna State Governor, Nasir El-Rufai, is only playing the ostrich because he knows that a governor is very strong. He has been a governor for 8 years in his state, and he knows how strong he was, the kind of power he wielded, and then such powers have not waited. And the governors of today still exercise such power. The governor of a state is like an emperor when it comes to an election, because they capitalize on the fact that many Nigerians are electorally ignorant. Many of them don't even know the direction to go until they are told where to go. And the man to tell most of the people where to go is the governor, acting through his aides, through the chairman of the local government, through the commissioners, through the councillors, and through many of the people who are in the corridors of authority and power in the state, including even the contractors. Because in some cases, the contractors of the state get involved in elections when their interests and the interests of the governor are at stake. So Mr. Nasir El-Rufai very well knows that the governor in Nigeria is very strong. And that is why any party that loses such state structure, like the PDP has lost in Delta, has lost a lot. Whether they agree to this fact or not, the elections of 2023 will expose the clarity of this fact that governors are very strong. They wield the instrument of coercion, they wield the instrument of patronage, they wield the instrument of influence in every state.
Indeed.
And that is why they are very, very strong and very, very important. So, come 2027, any loss of the PDP is a very huge gain for the APC. And the implication is that while the PDP is withering by the day, the APC is growing in leaps and bounds. As a political party, this is their hallelujah time, this is their harvest time, and they are very happy about it.
But it's still over 2 years to the election, and they say anything can happen. But how strategic is an alignment or a political merger for the PDP, seeing what played out in 2023, where if you added the votes for PDP and Labour Party together, they would have conveniently won that election. Is that a possibility as we count down to 2027?
Between PDP and Labour Party today, they have about 10 governors. APC alone has about 26 or 28 governors. I think with the defection of the Delta State governor, APC rank has swelled up to 27 or 28 governors. By the time many more join, before you know it, APC will be getting close to 28 or 29 states. And then it is very obvious that even the merger between Labour Party and APC, and PDP, will not go far with respect to the fortunes of APC. Recall that even the Labour Party itself is not at peace. There are internal crises in Labour Party, the same way there are internal crises in PDP. And then even the merger, PDP has come out to say, the governors have come out to say that they are not ready to merge with any other party, but they are ready to accommodate any party that comes to them. What does that tell you? It tells you that the merger is heading for a raw ab initio. So we are not even expecting, Nigerians are not expecting that there will be a solid merger of all the opposition parties because they themselves are in disarray. You cannot be in disarray and expect to form a formidable opposition. That does not happen in politics.
The PDP governors may be forced to change their minds now, getting to experience reality for themselves. The Akwa Ibom State governor, has endorsed the Mr. President for a second term, and it is really, really not looking good for the People's Democratic Party. But that's our time, Mr. Nzeako. Thank you so much for talking to us. Interesting days ahead, and we'll probably continue this conversation subsequently.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot.
That's our show today, everyone. You can watch it again at midnight and at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I am Nifemi Oguntoye.